All right, we're back. Session 2. We're gonna give it straight to you with the tight ends, defensive special teams, and we're gonna end it with the running backs. We're gonna save the meat for last. Give you guys some good insight on the running back. So let's get this thing started off with the tight end. As Guru and I was talking in the chat room, this guy last night, what was it? 7 catches, 20 yards, four tutties. You know,
Yeah. 7 touches, 25 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Unbelievable.
Yeah. So Travis Kelsey continues to earn that number one spot, followed by Mark Andrews, who's right on Kelsey's heels to take over. He's coming in at number 2. Dallas Goedert. Can't wait to see this matchup this week against Dallas at home from Philly. Number 4, Zach Ertz out of Arizona. 5, David Njoku from Cleveland. Taysom Hill out of New Orleans. You don't know if he's going to be a tight end or a QB, but he's a guy you probably want to go ahead and get in that lineup because he'll get some things done for you. Hayden Hurst at number 7 out of Cincy, followed by George Kittle at number 8. Looking to see the old George Kittle from years ago. We'll see how he can bounce back. Tyler Higbee out of the Rams coming in at 10. Evan Ingram out of Jacksonville. Number 12, Will Deasley out of Seattle. Irv Smith coming in Minnesota, number 13, followed by Robert Tonyan out of Green Bay. Kate Otten from Tampa Bay. Daniel Bellinger out of New York Giants at 16, followed by Zach Gentry, number 17, out of Pittsburgh. 18, Hunter Henry out of New England, followed by Quentin Morris out of Buffalo, coming in at 20. 21, Adam Trutman from New Orleans. Mo Alley Cox out of Indiana. I like that name now. I'm at 23, Cole Kmet from the Bears, Thursday night matchup. And then 24, Mike Gesicki out of Minnesota. I'm sorry, out of Miami. And that wraps up your tight ends there. Moving right along to the defense. Let's see who we got here, Guru. Number 1. Sorry, I'm pulling up my schedule here. Sorry about that, fans. Coming in number 1, we're gonna go with the Los Angeles Rams. They've got a nice matchup with the Panthers this weekend, so that's a team you want to.
They're due. They're very due.
Exactly.
Defense is too good to be this bad.
Yeah, so I'm going ahead and we got them at number 1, followed by Tampa Bay at number 2. With a matchup against the rookie Kenny Pickett. So I like that Tampa Bay defense bringing it to him. Todd Bowles going to dial it up. Number 3, San Fran, followed by number 4, Bill Belichick defense. You always got to have a Bill Belichick defense up there, no matter who's there, who's QB, who's whatever. Bill Belichick defense always shows up. Number 5, the Colts, followed by 5, the Eagles, followed by 6, the Colts, 7, the Cowboys. I like that defense out there in Big Dallas. They got a tough matchup this week against Philly, though. So we'll see. I can't wait to see that game.
That was tough,
man. Sunday night primetime, baby, coming on tonight. We got number 9, the Commanders out of Washington, followed by the Jags out of Jacksonville. Minnesota coming in at 11, followed by the Chargers out of Los Angeles coming in at number 12. The Monsters of the Midway, 13, the Bears, followed by 14, the Broncos. 15, the Panthers, followed by the Saints of New Orleans coming in at 16. Number 17, the Bills. 18, the Baltimore Ravens with a matchup against the Giants. Number 19, the Miami Dolphins. Cincinnati Bengals coming in at number 20. 21, the Chiefs. 22, the Cardinals. 23, the Giants out of New York. And 24, the Jets out of New York. Jets, Jets. All righty, we are going to move right along. Excuse me. Let's see here.
The meat and potatoes of your lineup, folks.
Let's see here. I just lost my rings. There we go. All right, the running backs, the meat and potatoes, right here. Kick this thing off. Number 1, Saquon Barkley.
New sheriff in town. I guess he's not really a new sheriff, but he's an old new sheriff.
He's an old new sheriff. He's a Saquon that we've been looking for the past couple of years now. and we think we've got that Saquon back. Followed
It
by
sure
Christian
looks like
McCaffrey. I just need Christian to get out of Carolina. you know,
it.
I just need him to get out of here. I love the guy. Love the guy.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him long gone before the trade deadline.
Oh yeah,
He can bring too much value to that bad team.
yeah, man. You
He
know
can
what
get
I
him
mean?
three or he can get him two or three draft picks and maybe a player or two.
Absolutely,
It's a no brainer.
absolutely.
You gotta get rid of him now because by the time they get ready to challenge it all,
Yeah,
he's going to be over the hill or injured
yeah,
because he's been showing that recently.
yep,
Hopefully, he gets behind him for the new whatever team acquires him.
yeah.
But he's too talented to not draw a ton back in return to trade. That's what they
Exactly,
should do because Carolina
exactly.
will win no place.
Okay. Let's go. Let's keep it going. So McCaffrey's that number two, followed by I'm sorry. Hold on one second. I lost my thing. Okay. We're gonna go with Nick Chubb out of Cleveland. What Derrick Henry's got a bye week, so we're gonna skip over that. We're gonna go to the Nick Chubb coming in at number five, Austin Eckler. Man, I missed that guy on my fantasy team. I had him last year, man. I missed that guy.
Mister
Um,
Dependable.
you know what I mean? Coming in at number six, Joey Mixon. Number seven, Dalvin Cook, my guy, former Florida State running back. Coming in number eight, James Robinson. At number nine, Lenny Fournette out of Tampa Bay. We're gonna go with Ramondre Stevenson out of New England. It's a guy you want to keep out. He's gonna be the man out there in New England.
For these 3 weeks, he's going to give you a great return on
Yeah.
your drafting him and keeping him on the bench because you can put him in your flex position. Hopefully, you don't have to put him in as a running back. Hopefully, you drafted better than that. You're, you're guaranteed with him. I would assume, unless you don't have any receivers, but you're guaranteed to win. I would assume if you have two really good running backs already,
right.
and you get to plug this guy in because he's a top 10 talent when he's by himself. There's no doubt. He's already proved it many times in the past. He had a 4 game stretch last year where I think he was the number one over that 4 weeks,
Okay.
number one running back,
Okay.
and he's just now getting to learn the games.
Yeah.
He's going to
Yeah.
be a beast.
Okay. We'll keep an eye on him then. We're gonna keep it going. Aaron Jones out of Green Bay coming in at 11. 12, we've got Alvin Kamara, New Orleans, followed by J.K. Dobbins out of Baltimore. We're gonna go to Josh Jacobs out of Las Vegas. I'm sorry, Josh Jacobs on a bye week. My apologies on a bye week. We're gonna skip over. We're gonna go to my man out of Kansas City, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Miles Sanders out of Philly coming in next. Again, I'm so excited about this matchup, this Sunday night game. I can't wait, man. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see this matchup. NFC East to try to get back on top there. You know what I mean, with Philly, Philly, New York Giants, and the Dallas Cowboys. 19, Melvin Gordon. Melvin's a guy. If you haven't, he should be out there, but if he is, grab him because Jamal Williams is out, so Melvin Gordon's going to get all the totes out there. Coming out the backfield and the passing game, he's going to get the majority of those. So keep an eye on Melvin. 20, Brees Hall of New York Jets. We've got Jeff Wilson. I like this guy out of San Francisco. He had a good game last week. I like him. I like what he's doing in San Fran. He's a guy you want to keep in that lineup. Keep an eye on Naheem Hines. Got to see what JT's going to do out in Indianapolis this week. So if JT is out, if he is out, I may be making a drive to Indianapolis to put my foot up his butt. But if he is, you got to keep an eye on Hines, his backup. He's the guy that you want to insert, or even you've got Lindsey as well. So you want to keep an eye on that guy as well. So next up, David Montgomery out of the Bears, Najee Harris out of Pittsburgh, followed by David Singletary out of Buffalo. We're going to keep going to Ezekiel Elliott out of Dallas, A.J. Dillon from Green Bay, and then James Conner from Arizona. Next up, Kareem Hunt out of Cleveland. I've always enjoyed that 1-2 punch out that they have out in Cleveland. Antonio Gibson from Washington, Tony Pollard out of Dallas. He's the next guy up with Ezekiel, so you just never know who's going to be the man out there. But I like Tony's upside a little bit more than Z. Herbert from Chicago, 32. Raheem Mostert out of Miami. He had a good game this week. Chase Edmonds should be back this week, but I don't think that they're going to just not give Raheem the ball. So they're going to kind of maybe play that by committee. So you want to keep an eye on that. Check your daily matchups, check your sits and starts this week, see what else they got going on. But that 2 week thing from the Pro Insider, Raheem Mostert is going to have a little slightly upside over Chase Edmonds this week. Tyler Algier out of Atlanta, Daryl Henderson Jr. out of Los Angeles Rams, and I'm so pissed. I mean, nothing against Henderson, but freaking Cam Akers, where the freak is he at, man? Like, dude, I'm gonna have to drop the guy. I'm gonna have to drop the guy. I don't want to drop the guy, but I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I know everyone's saying drop him. I'm holding on, man, but good gosh, man. Um, Rashad White out of Tampa Bay, and we're gonna end it with Caleb Huntley out of Atlanta. So, Guru, as we went through the running back rankings, we got some sleepers. We got the bus. What you got, Guru?
Oh, there's two in particular that are ranked lower than they have been. One is he's coming off an injury, and that's the Bears. David Montgomery. Um, he played well last week, and he got 14 points or whatever. And he's probably all the way back, but I'm just a little nervous, just a little bit. Want to see him before we move him up into the mid to lower teens where he belongs. Um, see that he's 100% healthy and he's good to go. But he could very easily outplay the number 23 ranking we have him at. And number 24 was uh, Harris
Okay.
from how out there. Harris. T- uh, uh, where's he from?
Who,
Najee
Harris?
Harris. Yeah, Najee
Pittsburgh.
Harris.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. From Pittsburgh?
Yeah. Najee Harris? You said Najee Harris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's out of Pittsburgh. Former Bama back.
Well, he should be a little better than that low ranking also this week. Um,
Okay.
those were the two that stood out big time to me. Um, and the one last one that I got at 13, that's J.K. Uh, Dobbins.
Dobbins. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't be stunned if he were a top five back this week.
Okay.
He's due for a big breakout. He had a few games last year where you were like, wow.
Right.
And yeah, I think he's due for another one of those. That offense has been okay the last 2 weeks, but it hasn't been what it usually is.
Yeah,
Where
they got
normally they're elite normally, and they were just the
they
last
got
couple of weeks. So
yeah.
I would expect him to explode this week.
Okay, yeah, they got the Giants this week. It's be a nice noon matchup. That'd be a tough game. I can see Baltimore trying to stick with the run game, use the feet of Lamar and J.K. Dobbins. So I can see a good 15, 17 carries out of him. So we'll see. We'll see.
But there's also one more
Yeah.
uh, that I need, and his name eludes me right now. Maybe you can come up with it. He's a rookie taking over for guy who had his knee broken in a horrible accident right before the half on Sunday. He's out for the year. Who am I thinking of here?
Talking about um are you talking about Penny?
Yes,
Yeah,
Rashad Penny. Sorry,
yeah, Rashad
sorry
Penny.
about that again, folks. The little issue, it's going away, but yeah, Rashad Penny, he's out for the year. It was
Yeah.
I saw the replays of that a couple of times.
Uh huh.
And it was brutal, man.
Uh huh.
I would not be surprised if he were done.
Yeah, you got the rookie from Michigan State, Kenny Walker the third.
Yes,
Yeah. He's definitely the guy you want to go ahead and grab. I know I went ahead and claimed him. Hopefully, I can pick him up this week. Cause yeah, he's gonna be the man. He's gonna be the man out there, this rookie. And he had a nice game. He had a nice half actually. He had a really nice half.
yeah,
You know.
they still have a nice offensive line. They
Yeah.
lost their stud quarterback. He's not living up to it right now, but they lost their franchise guy, and they're still trying to figure things out who they are.
They are.
They're definitely not going to be a passing offense right
They're
now.
not with a Geno Smith. They got to control that line of scrimmage with that run game. Even though they got two stud receivers, Geno's you can't ask Geno to go win the game with his arm.
No, he's and he may very well have those guys have a one of those guys have a big game every here and then, but they're never. I don't think they're ever going to do it together. So so you have to pick the right guy, and you never know who that's going to be, obviously. Um, but if they got a real good quarterback there, which they had, those two guys are definitely dangerous plays. Sometimes they're both even in the top 10 in the last couple of years. I've seen that happen, but yeah, just their running game is going to be well. They should be excited to get this kid
Yeah.
into the game because he looked phenomenal in the limited play that he's had um, so far this year. And then in the second half of that game the other day, he did well. So he did
Okay.
really good actually for the second half. They still
Yeah.
lost,
Yeah.
but that's growing pains of a young team.
Yep.
So
Yep. Okay.
that's what I got for the runners.
All right,
If
man.
you got anything else to add to that,
I got nothing else to add to it, man. I'm just looking forward to that Thursday night game. Philly, the Cowboys. Somebody's got to, start taking that lead over in the AFC. I'm sorry, in the NFC East with the Giants right there in the matchup against Baltimore. So I'm looking forward to that. Not looking forward to this Thursday night game with the Bears and the Commanders, but I'm gonna watch it just because it's the Chicago Bears, and I'm right here in the Chi town, so I'll watch it. It's gonna be a
and
horrible game, but I'm gonna watch it just because I'm a
that's
fan.
that's
My
what that's
buddies, my
what
buddies may not agree. They don't understand how I don't cheer for the Bear. I said I never said I don't cheer for the Bears. I just call it how it is. I'm a realist, man. I know good football when I see it. I know bad football when I see it. And the Bears just have been playing some bad football. I mean, they're better than last year, right? At this point, they are.
I would say that's a true statement.
Yeah,
But growing up a Bear fan, going back to the days where Peyton was drafted and the first part of his career, he was rushing for 1,800 yards a season, and they still couldn't find a way to win.
yeah,
That was tough. I was real young at that point.
yeah.
And
I was a
then
state.
the 80s came around, and Ditka
Yeah,
came around, and he put together
yeah. They
a
put together a
phenomenal
little.
team.
They did. They put together nice few years. I was a young guy playing tackle football when they won that Super Bowl, so I was all in, man. And I just call it how I see it now, man. I just become a fan, and I analyze the game. I don't, just study just watch the game for the players' sake. I like to watch the entire game, and I'll just say this: the Bears are who we thought they were.
That is a definite. That is a definite. I think we should call it
God bless his
a
soul.
night on that
He's
note
green.
because I'm yeah. We should call it an evening on that one.
Let's call it one, man. Man,
I
it's
got
been yeah, it's
I
been a
got
good
something
one,
to
man.
do. I'm running out of battery also, so
Okay. We'll
I had to
call
see
it one,
that.
man. Guru, has been a good one, man. Take care of
Good luck to
yourself out. Yeah, you take care
good
of
luck
yourself
to
out there in South Carolina, brother. And we'll be back. We'll be back next week and
Yes, we will.
with week 7.
Just want to say to everybody, have a great weekend of football this week. If you have any questions, anything that you want to know, don't be afraid to write in or send us a message, whatever, however you want to work it.
That's right.
Uh, I'll do everything I can. Jay will pitch in as much as possible he can. He's
Yeah.
a busier man than I am usually.
But
Uh,
I check though. I do check. You know
so
what I mean? When
definitely
something come
don't.
up, but before we leave, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and put those questions in the chat room, and we'll make sure we get those answered before. If you got some
Promise.
Thursday
I
night questions,
promise
we'll
we'll
get
do.
those answered. Over the Sunday nights, we'll get those Sundays. We'll get those answered before game day.
I promise we'll do everything in our power to pull you a win if we can.
Yeah.
We'll do everything we can to. Any questions, call us in. I'll sign us off.
Sign us off, man. I'm the guru. I'm sorry. I'm the warden. He's the guru. It's been a long night, man. It's been a long night. I'm the warden. He's the guru. He's the guru, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna sign this off. Fantasy Pro Insiders, True Fan Sports. Appreciate you, baby.
Peace and hair grease, my man.